When I was 9 years old, I lived in Kenya, Africa. My father was a Quaker missionary and director of the East African Yearly Meeting, upcountry in a village called Kaimosi. Every day about 6 p.m., the town had a common activity. People would walk up and down the main road like rush hour without cars. The colors of the women's garments as they balanced baskets on their heads, it was beautiful. Younger people on bikes hanging out, lots of conversation. It was the town square every day. But it became uncomfortable. I mean, what about the new Americans? Where were they? Why are they not out here to be seen as well? So one day my mom dressed my sister and me up to go be seen at 6 p.m. at the main road. We stood on a ledge visible to everyone. I remember as people passed us by, they greeted us and some talked with us. We were worried about being accepted, but it seemed just as important that showing up meant that we accepted them as well. We became part of the community that day. The road had been cut through a hill, so on the other side there was another ledge. And on that ledge stood 4 siblings, one older, looking after the younger ones, not far from my age. They were skinny as rails except for their stomachs. Their stomachs were fat. And I said out loud, "Those kids are fat." And for the first time and only time in my life, my mother backhand slapped me. And she planted her face 6 inches from mine and sternly said, "Those kids are not fat because they eat too much. Those kids are fat because they don't have enough to eat." And I look back over to the kids on the ledge, and I remember my 9-year-old mind saying, "That's not right. I haven't had a hungry day in my life." From 9 years old until now, people living in poverty have never been invisible to me. And that's why I continue making films on homelessness. We try to give the homeless community a voice. Here's an example. Watch. When did you hear that you had to be out of here?
2 weeks ago,
What date did they give you?
March 31st.
That's all they did. They talked to us long enough to give us a date to get out.
Did they say where to go?
Not here. That's what it.
Hey guys, need you off the property, please. Need you off the property, please.
Okay.
Need you to get off the property, please. That's definitely not good.
Great. May I ask what's going on?
Yeah, I'll arrest you if you don't get off the property because I'm telling everybody they have to leave.
When do they have to be gone? When did he just tell you you have to be gone?
In a week.
Well, the deadline.
Hang on.
The deadline.
He just told me 1 week.
Well,
March
he
31st.
just told me March 31st.
March
but
31st.
but if CSX says, hey, they got to be out here in a week, then we got to be out of here in a week.
Okay, but what does that mean? Okay, so he told you he could arrest you for
Right now.
trespassing right now.
Right now.
He
But
told
he
you
should be cool.
March 31st.
That's the
Well,
deadline.
that's the deadline.
That's the
That
deadline.
But if
he got the
CSX
paper, he's gonna stop being
tells
cool.
them in a week, push us out, they can arrest us, take us to jail right then.
CSX
And it'd be
all right
federal
now.
charges.